Hating men is holding you back. Let me light the candle, bitch. Because you need to hear this. Is it in frame? It is. Okay. And the sage is right here. Okay? Yes. Cleanse yourself, thank you. Holy shit, look at that flame. You see that? Yeah. It's about to get heated in here. Hating men is holding you back. Okay? And am I talking to women? Maybe. I don't fucking care what you identify as. Hating men is holding you back. Okay? This is a very niche topic, okay? But it needs to be said. So I'm fucking saying it. And I did my makeup with white eyeshadow. It's tea. Yeah, it's tea. I fucking love it. And I curled my hair for this shit, so you're gonna listen. Okay? Thank you. That candle smells so fucking good. Get yourself a rose candle. Okay, rose, self-love. Get yourself a candle. If you work with Aphrodite like I do, get yourself a rose candle. Thank you. If you're trying to manifest your dream life, you're trying to be that dream version of yourself right now, and you just have this hatred for men and for masculine energy, babe, nothing's gonna happen. I fucking promise you that. Absolutely nothing is gonna happen. And I'm just gonna say this because I think a lot of you bitches will relate to this. Okay? I know a lot of you will. I just did a tarot reading today, and she's gonna relate to this, okay? I used to have this paranoia, this fucking fear of men. I was so terrified of being sexualized, of being abused in any way by a man, because when I was like 11 or something, didn't have my period or anything yet, my mom had told me that we live in a man's world, and that shattered my world. I just got the chills. When she said that to me, I lost all hope. And that's where I burned the bridges against men. And I had so much hatred for men. My father, my uncle, my cousins, all men were bad to me. They were all pigs. They just wanted sex. They were just sexualized women. They would treat us as objects. All of that. And I pretended to be a feminist. That's not what feminism is, by the way. I was not a feminist. I was absolutely terrified of men. And when I say terrified, I would literally block my butt in the grocery store so no man would look at my butt. Like, it was bad. And I did not tell anyone because I knew they would think I'm crazy. But you know, when older women always tell you, oh, the boys are gonna love you, men are gonna love you because you're pretty and your long legs and you're tall and you're thin. Oh, well, guess what? I was like, oh, so I am their perfect target. Thanks for that. Anyway, so I had a rough phase in my life before puberty where I was terrified of men. And guess what? Yeah, I'm still healing from it. I don't hate men anymore, but I'm making this video because a lot of women, you know what, I'm not even gonna say women, a lot of people are not in tune with their masculine energy, and they're not connecting with men, you know, because there's a slight, there's just that taste in your mouth, you don't like it. You know what I mean? With masculine energy. I remember when I got into spirituality and manifesting, you know, there's a yin yang, there's masculine energy and feminine energy, and I was like, I'm gonna lean more towards the feminine one because I don't fuck with masculine energy. Bitch, the fuck. You need both, okay? We need men in this world, you know? We need men in this world. And I was one of those bitches that used to be like, we don't need men, fuck men. I'm telling you, I used to be one of those people, okay? So, Lauren, why do we need men to survive? Why do we need masculine energy? Why should I stop hating on men? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you more about me personally, okay? These are my beliefs. Do as you please with this information. So, first of all, Lauren is attracted to men, okay? I'm not a lesbian. I am mostly attracted to men. So there's that. If you're attracted to men, there's that. But that's not the point of this video. Masculine energy, okay? Masculine energy, yeah. I don't know why I did that. I always wanted to do that. It's needed. Feminine and masculine energy, we have both. Whether you're a woman, a man, neither, whatever you identify as, we have masculine and feminine energy, okay? Feminine energy is the higher chakras, okay? Feminine energy is spirituality, it's intuition, it's daydreaming, it's manifesting, okay? Like your subconscious mind, magical daydreaming. Think of like stars in the sky, water, going with the flow, that kind of energy, okay? It's the yin, okay? Dark feminine, shadow work, healing, that kind of thing. Now, masculine energy is the opposite of that. Think the sun, you know, taking action, survival mode, eating, root chakra, okay? Sacral chakra, which is a bit more the pleasureful chakra, and solar plex chakra, confidence, going after your manifestations, taking action, the conscious mind, okay? How do you manifest? You need masculine and feminine energy, a balance of both, okay? Having masculine energy doesn't necessarily have anything to do with men. You know what I mean? Like, I used to shit on masculine energy, aka the yang and the yin and yang, because I was like, fuck men. Not literally, but back then I was like, ew, no. But babe, you need both, okay? How we manifest is the conscious mind, masculine energy, sends messages to the subconscious mind, feminine energy, okay? I'm pretty sure it's Neville Goddard that says this. The conscious mind is like the man who, I guess, impregnates the woman, aka subconscious mind, and the woman gives birth to the manifestation into this world. You know what I mean? Those vibes, okay? That's how manifesting works, okay? The subconscious is the magical portal that gives birth to your manifestation, and the conscious mind is the thing that comes up with the idea and sends the message out to the subconscious, okay? So if you are manifesting and you're daydreaming, you're visualizing, you're kind of more in your feminine energy, that is beautiful and amazing, girl. But if you're just doing that, you're not gonna get it, okay? You need masculine energy. You need to take action to those manifestations. You want to be an actress? Visualize, manifest it, identify as an amazing, talented actress. But you need to take action. You need to take acting classes. You need to audition for things once you get good. You know what I mean? You need to do shit. If you want to be a musician or singer or songwriter or all of that shit, practice the guitar. Take guitar lessons. Take singing lessons. Research on YouTube how to write a song. Like, there's always something you can do. There's always something you can do, okay? So, you need masculine energy to manifest your dream life. You can't just sit around and daydream, which, bitch, I love doing. I'm in tune with my feminine energy, okay? Like, don't worry about that. But you also need masculine energy in your life, okay? You need a balance of both. Too much masculine energy can look like survival mode, can look like being in lack and doubting all the time. Ew. Too much masculine energy. Too much feminine energy can look like daydreaming, not doing anything or taking any action all day, and journaling maybe, but you're not taking action with anything. Ew, let's not do that either, okay? A balance of both. A balance of both. Just kidding. I had to do it. But that's just a manifesting shit. Like, masculine energy. Now I want to talk about hating on men is holding you back, okay? That was the first part, bitch. Now we're getting to the root, okay? So, I'm someone who was raised by a woman, okay? My mom raised me. I live with my mom and my sister. She raised me and my sister. And we always had, like, female pets, too. We had, like, one boy, okay? Like, boy pet. But, I didn't have a constant male figure in my life. And I didn't really hang out with boys at school. Like I did, but I mostly hung out with the girls. Like I had one guy best friend, you know, and I was really close with my cousin who's a guy. But it wasn't until I learned that men sexualize women where I started being uncomfortable with men. So when I was like 11 or something, I hadn't hit puberty yet. Like I said earlier, my mom told me that it's a man's world, you know, and men sexualize women. You know, she didn't say it in that regard, but that's the story I told myself. That's how I took it. So it really traumatized me because my mom, when I was younger, my mom was like a goddess, you know, she wasn't human. And now here she was fucking, you know, what do you call that? Being almost like dominated, I guess, like bending down towards society who was run by men, you know? And I was just like, if she's less powerful than them, then what chance do I have? You know, if she can't protect me from them, what chance do I have? So it was so traumatizing. I cried so much. So that's when hell broke loose and I started to hate men. I hated every man that was in my life. I was uncomfortable with every single male figure in my life. Family members, friends, random strangers, every single person I was uncomfortable with. Because men were bad. Men sexualized women and objectified women, and I was not safe. Because I was a woman. Well, not even a woman yet. I didn't have my fucking period. I was a girl, but I also, like I said earlier, older women used to always compliment my legs because I'm tall and I have long legs. So they're like, oh my god, you should be a model. Oh my god, the boys are gonna love you, the men are gonna love you. You know, you're slim, tall. Oh my god. And I was like, no. Oh my god, no. Now I'm their target. So I fucking covered my ass in grocery stores. I would literally stay home when my family would go to the cottage. And one time they invited this guy and he was so nice, but there was a situation and I made up a story in my head, which he was not. I don't think he was sexualizing me, but I don't know. Anyways, after that happened at the cottage, I stayed home and never went back for the whole summer. And I would go to the cottage with my family, my cousins, like we have so much fun there. And I spent a whole summer, I'm gonna cry, I spent a whole summer not going because I was so uncomfortable with men. With every single man in my life, my father, my uncle, I was so uncomfortable because I was like, I'm not safe. I'm not safe, you know? And that's just the belief I made. I don't know why I made it like that, but I was so scared and I told no one. Like my parents literally had to sit me down and be like, Lauren, why aren't you going to the cottage? You know, like it's weird. This is like the 6th time they're not going. Like, why aren't you going? And then I told them and they didn't take it very seriously, which I knew they wouldn't. So, I kept it to myself and I didn't tell anyone even more, which I was already doing. I was really independent as a kid and I didn't really tell people because my sister needed my parents' attention more. So I was very independent and I didn't tell people how I felt because I felt like a waste of space, honestly, but that's a whole other video. But I didn't tell anyone about my paranoia and I felt it in my heart. You know when you hate something, it rots in your heart. It makes your heart cold, you know? It's just, there was a cave forming in my heart and I could feel it. And I built so many walls up. There were so many missed opportunities because I was so uncomfortable in men's presence. So not having a stable male figure in my life obviously affected me like that. But it's just, that's just how, as a kid, you make stories in your head, and that's just a story I told myself, you know? So I don't know what your story is, but I'm 20 now, and I haven't like dated in almost 4 years and I was never in like I was never really in a relationship. Like I went on dates and stuff, but like me. So because I was so uncomfortable with men. But now what I want to tell you, that was like my horror story, okay? That's where I'm coming from. I'm here to tell you that not all men are bad. Did something hurt in your heart area? Yeah. Did something hurt? Did a pit go in your gut? Yeah. It may seem like men can hold us back, or that they just objectify or sexualize or just take advantage of us. But now that I'm healing and I've opened my heart a lot more, I'm realizing that men are lit as fuck. Men are so much fun. I made 2 guy friends, and they're older than me, and they are lovely. They're lovely, and I love hanging out with them, you know? And I feel safe and respected with them, which I appreciate so much. And I'm comfortable with them. You know, my family, my cousin, my uncle, my dad, like, I feel comfortable with men now. And it was like I thought all men were pigs and they would sexualize me, but it's also like I used to think that all men would disrespect me, you know, and they didn't see me on their level, which I didn't like. So I would prefer to remove myself from any place where men were. But I feel so respected, and there's so many men in my life that I love and appreciate. Oh, a beautiful airplane. Oh my god, I love seeing airplanes in the sky. And there's so many connections with men. I have a bestie. He's a YouTuber too. You probably know him, but he's a man. If I still hated men, I wouldn't have the opportunity to be his friend. And he is a lovely friend. We call sometimes, we text each other, we send each other podcasts, like voice memos. It's beautiful. Oh my god. And I would have never had that if I stayed hating men. And now I'm also at a point in my life where I really feel ready to like get in a relationship maybe, or go on dates again, which is fucking crazy for me because I haven't been on a date in 4 years. When I was like, I think I was 16 the last time I went on a date. I've changed a lot, but anyways. And there's just so many beautiful people who just happen to be men. And I don't think it's fair to hate a whole gender. I'm talking to my past self right now. I don't think it's fair, you know? I remember on TikTok people were saying, not all men, you know, and women do have to be more careful. I am not saying trust all men. Fuck no. You know? There was this analogy, like, not all men, but like, it was like an analogy of, there's a bunch of snakes, you know, in Indiana Jones, where there's a bunch of snakes in the cave thing. There's a bunch of snakes, but only some of them are poisonous. Well, then you're like, well, fuck. That's how women feel with men, you know? Not all of them are bad, only some of them. But no, how can you tell? You know what I mean? So still be careful with men, by the way. That's not what I'm saying. Oh, the airplane's back. Oh my god. I love seeing jets and airplanes in the sky. It's such a pretty sign for me. Oh wow, okay. That's lovely. It's not fair to say that that this whole gender, ew. You know? We're all individual people. We are not all the same. We're not all the same. It's like saying all dogs are vicious, you know? Fuck no. Not all dogs are vicious. Hey. Some dogs are so cuddly. Like my Betsy. She is so cuddly. Okay? And let me tell you, hating is a double-edged sword. The hurt you think you're doing to another person, you're doing it to yourself. The 5 people you meet in heaven, that's a quote, bitch. But hating a whole gender is a waste of your fucking time and energy. I'm telling you that right now. I used to be where you were. Girl. I was closed off. I was poisoning my heart. I was poisoning myself. Let it go. Let it go. It's not doing anything for you. It's not doing anything for you. And I know sometimes it's easier to just hate the whole thing and just hate. And you don't forgive, you just hate. You don't let go, you let it stir up in your body. And you let it manifest into physical things. Let it go. You know, want to know why I have a crooked jaw? I didn't express myself when I was younger. I kept everything in. You know, my throat chakra was blocked. I didn't express anything. So there's so much tension here. It manifested physically. Don't waste your time hating men. I'm a woman saying this. And yes, I'm a feminist, okay? All of us deserve to be equal. And yes, still be careful if you're a woman. I never walk alone at night. I have 2 of my guy friends in the winter. I used to love going for night walks, but I couldn't, you know, because you just can't do that. So I would go with my guy friends, and we had many situations where there were creepy men, and had I been alone or had I just been with my sister, something terrible would have happened to us that we could not stop, probably. Be safe. Obviously, that snake analogy that I said earlier, yeah, you know, that's kind of how it's working right now in society, which is horrible. But don't waste your time hating men. You can bring awareness to the problems in society. Don't waste your time hating men. Okay? It's poison. It's poison. It will manifest physically. Don't do it. Strongly do not recommend. That was not a fart, that was my chair. Okay? See the beauty in men in your life. When I dislike or hate something, instead of wasting my energy on hating it, because, hey, I'm gonna say this. What you put your attention on, you manifest more into your life. Lauren doesn't watch the news. I don't watch the news. I'm aware of things because of TikTok, actually, like political things. I know what's going on in countries with wars. It's horrible. I know there's wildfires, or like in my province, like there's a bunch of wildfires right now. I know that. But I don't waste my energy on the news. You know? When it's hurting your life, stop watching it. When it's stressing you out, stop watching it. You know? Just stop watching it. Anyways. The more attention you bring onto things, the more you think about something, the more you feel something, the more it manifests into your life. You hating on men is bringing more hatred into your life. You think you're doing something because it feels good. It feels good. It feels like payback. It feels like you're hurting them. But you're not. See the beauty in what you have right now with the information you have. Okay? Here's a man that's amazing. Buddha. Yeah, he was a prince. And then I took a religion class, correct me if I'm wrong. He was a prince, and then he wanted to really learn life. Like, he just wanted to be more grounded, so he like lived as a poor person. Am I getting that right? I don't know. Anyways, he's enlightened, man. What's another? Dr. Joe Dispenza. He is so fucking cool. Dr. Joe Dispenza, I love you. RuPaul. I love RuPaul. My cousin? I love my cousin. He is like my best friend. I fucking love my cousin. My dog Nelson is a male. He's lit. Okay? And my best friend that I mentioned earlier, Zach, my bestie, he is such a good person. Perry the Platypus, my first childhood crush, he's sexy as fuck. Go Joe. I always have to mention him in my videos, like, bitch. Anyways, Michael Jackson. Michael fucking Jackson. Michael Jackson's a man. Michael Jackson is a man. Yes. Yes, he is. Wow. Honestly, that's really my advice to you. Okay? Be careful still. Not saying don't be careful and trust everyone. Not what I'm saying. So much shit still happens and is so normalized. Women get over-sexualized, objectified. So many horrible things that women do not deserve. Women are goddesses, bitch. Seriously, we are goddesses. But your energy and intention is divine. It manifests into your life. It's magical. Don't waste your energy on something you don't want more of in your life. Okay? Don't waste your time hating something at all. Don't hate anything. There's horrible things that are happening. I'm not saying nothing bad is happening. Don't waste your energy on it. Okay? Again, I'm still aware. I fucking follow Greta Thunberg. I fucking love that girl. She is such an empowered woman. I fucking love her. And I follow her on Instagram. That's how I stay up to date with the shit, okay? And guess what I do? I don't bring hate and all this negative energy. You know what I do? I visualize all the people, or I visualize one person, whatever's happening. She posted today that this doctor is in danger. So you know what I did? I visualized that doctor smiling, being happy, and surrounded him with love, and him going to see his family. Positive energy. Because guess what? That's going to manifest into my life. Okay? I'm not going to waste my energy doing negative things. I'm going to do positive energy. Okay? A lot of people bring this up, especially me, when I say, don't hate on men. A certain president, okay? I know you bitches don't like him. I'm with you, okay? What do I visualize? Oh my god. There's, I don't know, a new election and an amazing, maybe female president. Why the fuck not? Okay? Comes back in. I'm not American, so like, but it still affects me though. I'm Canadian, but Kamala Harris, I liked her when she was in. I fucking loved her. She gets in. And it's so happy. And you know what? The old president, he does his own thing. You know what? Maybe he'll get arrested for everything he did. That's what I envision. And you know what? A person like that who does those things that he did is fucking disgusting. He's out of the picture. That's it. I'm not going to be negative because I don't want him. I don't want to think about him. I don't want to manifest more shit. Kamala's in. And it's sunshines and rainbows. Yes. Pro-choice. Oh, and everyone can get married in every state, you know. Human rights are back. Yes, all of that, yes. And that's what I envision. Okay? Again, don't waste your energy on negative shit. Okay? And I know it's bad. I know it's bad. Revise. Visualize what you want, not what you don't want. And you can still pay attention to the bad things that are happening in this world, but just send them love instead of hate. Okay? Like that doctor. Okay, I might link the Instagram post to the doctor because I think you might be able to donate too. On Greta Thunberg's Instagram. But there's a doctor and he was captured, I think. And he doesn't think he's gonna make it out. So we can all send him love. Okay? Thank you. But visualize what you want. Don't waste your time hating something, especially men, because there are so many beautiful connections and beautiful opportunities that men hold. Like I said, I have men in my family that I love. I have a father that I love. And I have a pet that is a male that I love. I have my own masculine energy that I love and keep a balance with. There are so many cool men out there like Buddha, Dr. Joe Dispenza, and Michael Jackson. And if you're attracted to men, there's that too. If you have a significant other who's a man, there's that too. If you have friends that are men, there's so many beautiful connections you can make. And as someone who used to fucking hate men with my whole heart, I was wasting my motherfucking time. When you sit in kindness and have kindness and positivity, and even neutrality, if you really can't do positivity, stay neutral, in your heart, your world becomes that. And your experience becomes that. Okay? That was a hard subject. And you know what? I'm gonna say this too. This is a very vulnerable moment for me. The first man that I ever knew in my life was my dad. And honestly, I used to call him my father because I just felt so disconnected from him. I didn't see him that often. You know, he's one of the best people I know. He is so kind. He's overgiving, you know? And he's such a good person. But as a kid, I felt like I wasn't enough because he moved out. And when you're a kid, you don't want your parents to be wrong or have made a mistake, so you blame yourself. So I didn't think I was enough for him to stay, and I blamed myself for him leaving. And I was recently doing a lot of shadow work on that because, you know, everything's connected. I'm manifesting money, you know, and he's connected to money. Like, everything's connected. But anyways, and his form of love, instead of presents, it was giving. He would give me money. But then he didn't really know me. He didn't know what clothes I liked. He didn't know what shows I was watching. He didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. My mom did, but he didn't. And his way of giving was through money, and that's why I had so many blockages with money, because I was like connected it to him not being here. And I had to mourn a whole childhood. It was so hard. I was crying so long because I was mourning, you know? I just wanted my dad around. You know, when you're a little girl, you want your mom and your dad. And I can't go back. I'm just someone who didn't really have a present dad in my childhood. And I mourned that, you know? But I recently was like, my inner child just wanted love from him. Show me love. Like, I asked myself, like, well, he gave me money. What did I truly want? And what came up was love. And I was like, okay. So then I was like, you know what, universe? Show me how my dad loves me. Or show me that my dad does love me. Because, you know, presently, I hadn't felt like he did. He does love me very much. But the stories I told myself as a kid, I didn't believe that. So I went over to his house the other day. and I gave him a card as a late Father's Day gift, and it was actually a card I had made in like kindergarten, and it was like, the writing didn't make sense, but it was cute, and it was like 𝑳𝒂𝒓𝒏, puis tout ça. It was in French. I went to French school, but it was very cute, and it was almost very symbolic because I think that's before he left, you know, or like about the time where he did leave, because when I was 6 he left. But I gave that to him, and my heart just like throbbed with joy because I saw his eyes, and it was I gave him a part of me that he didn't really see. You know? I gave him a part of me that he missed. I think I was in kindergarten when I made that. And he knows that I love and always have loved him ever since I was a kid. It's still really hard to talk about it. And you know what he said? I was like, yeah, I found this card in like my memory box, like one of my memory boxes, because a memory box is something, a box of things from your childhood that you want to keep. And I was like, I found it in my memory box, so I thought I'd give it to you because it was like for you from when I was a kid. And he was like, this made me so happy. And he was like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of those memory boxes of you guys. And he just smiled, and it was like a true connection, and it made me want to cry happy tears. And then he was like, you should see my room, like it's full of it. His room is full of me and my sister pictures, and I remember I made him this frame and I wrote him a poem, and he has it hung up, like his whole room is of me and my sister. And now he has a bunch of memory boxes of us, and it just made me so happy because that was the sign that I asked for, that he truly did love me. I just needed something to hold on to like tell that story I told myself as a kid that it's wrong. And that was really the thing that did it for me. So even if the first male figure in your life was your first hurt as a kid, there's still hope for you. I know not all of us have the same situation. Maybe some of your situations are worse, I don't know. But if you were looking for a sign, or if you were looking for hope, this is your sign. And this is your hope. You can heal from your wounds, no matter how deep they are. And it's going to be so hard. I've been trying to work on this wound ever since I discovered shadow work, basically. Like, for 5 years. It's been a fucking journey. But, yeah. I love my dad, and my dad loves me. And he has things of mine in his room that he looks at all the time. And it's just, something, he had to leave. And that's okay. I feel like I've made peace with my childhood because of that. So that makes me really happy. I'm just crying in all of these now. Like, I don't know what's up. Okay. So, your dad, your uncle, your cousin, your brother, your pets, your friends, random strangers, public figures. There are some men. There are so many men out there that are fucking beautiful. And there are some out there that are hurt. Don't hate people. Don't shit talk people. Don't judge people. Don't hate people. Don't do it. It's a waste of fucking time. You do not know that person. Yes, people do shitty, wrong things. Don't waste your time on them. Oh yeah, that might be a touchy subject because activism and stuff. Do that, that's good. Change is good. Fighting for rights is good. Fighting for people is good. Do it with love. May your intention be positive, kindness, love. Okay? Coming from someone who used to think every single man was a pig, I've changed a lot. Okay, also Jesus. I'm not religious, but Jesus, hey, he's also a man, you know? That's one of them, yeah. Okay. I have chills, okay. Thank you for listening. This was a hard video for me to record, but it was really needed because so many people out there, I'd done so many tarot readings and get comments. A lot of you people needed this. So if I could make you feel seen or a little bit more understood or have helped you in any way or inspired you in any way, I'm so very thankful for that. And that makes me so happy. So you don't need to leave a comment. You don't even need to like this video. But thank you for being here. And know that you are so loved. Even if you told yourself as a kid that you weren't enough. And bitch, if you check last time's, or the last call or episode, we dug deep in that root of mine, or in that wound of mine, but you're loved. You don't need to disappear. You are always enough. Okay? Should call my channel Healing with Lauren because fuck me. Okay, again, wasn't a fart, that was my chair. Okay. Thank you so much for watching or listening. And I love you so much. I need a hug. Give me a hug, thank you. Okay. My boobs are out. Hey, Lauren has boobs now. Okay. I need to go. Like, it's literally been like 51 minutes. I've been recording. Oops. Just kidding. This can be a longer one. Okay. Bye.